Okay, so we have a 1500 point battle report for you. We've got a really weird Necron list here. 20 warriors with a Phaeron Lord, a Catan with Time's Arrow and Lord of Fire, 4 Wraiths, 10 Immortals. This guy is proxied as Illuminor Szeras, and he rolled and he gave these guys ballistic skill 5. 3 Spyders, only 3 Scarabs, and we got a regular Lord with a Warscythe in each unit. An orb over here, and I'm facing a Chaos Space Marine army. 10 Berserkers inside here, 9 or 10 Berserkers with the Berserker leader Karn the Betrayer over there. 10 regular guys inside there, and there's 5 Terminators that are deep striking. We're playing over objectives. There's 1 objective here, capture and control. 1 objective in this Necron area here for that. And I'm going to try to steal initiative. I'm going second, but I'm going to try to steal initiative. No, I rolled a 2. So Chaos Space Marines are going first. Back in a bit. Okay, so rounding up top of turn 1 for the Chaos Space Marines. Rolled up 6 inches. Rolled up 6 inches. Stayed stationary over there. Havoc fired into here, and actually, what did it do? It's just blew away 1 guy. He didn't make his reanimation, so an Immortal was killed, didn't make reanimation. It actually hit a bunch of these guys, but they all made their armor saves. Second Havoc fired in, but drifted away, almost hit the Catan, but didn't quite hit. So pretty slow turn, and now it is turn 1 for the Necrons. Back in a bit. Okay, so bottom of turn 1 for Necrons. Pretty slow turn as well. These guys moved over here. I decided not to kind of charge into that vehicle. I'm going to hold them back, these Scarabs, a little bit. I did make 3 Scarabs, and no wounds were taken from making the Scarabs. These guys stood in place. 6 of them were able to see that vehicle, just glanced it twice. One got through the cover save, but it just made it so we can't shoot. These guys over here, Eldritch Lance from the proxied Illuminor Szeras, cover save though, made it, even though it was penetration. 15 shots, because 5 were out of range. They do have a Phaeron, so they were able to advance and make single shots, but made all of his cover saves. It's pretty good there. These guys just moved up, ran a couple inches. He moved up 6, ran 6 inches. These guys moved up 6, ran 2 inches. And that's it. On to top of turn 2 for the Chaos. Okay, rounding up top of turn 2, what happened? Land Raider moved up 6 inches, fired a single twin-wing glass cannon here, failed the invulnerable save, took a wound. He's down to 3 already. That poor little Catan is already down. Over here, these guys popped out. They were just out of range. This thing went 6 inches. They were trying to be careful, but the plasma gun on this guy was within range and managed to just zot instantly one of the bases. So he killed some Scarabs right away. Shaw drifted into over here, killed 1 guy, but he reanimated. That was from some other Havoc launcher. And it is on to our turn. Looks like we've got some stuff to try to go after. We're going to have to go after that stuff on the board there. Back in a bit. Okay, bottom of turn 2, just a mid-turn wrap-up because there's some combat starting. Spiders charged. Some Spiders got into there. Other ones are against the vehicle. Wraiths charged in on those guys. These guys were behind the building. They moved 6. They ran 4, and then they charged 12. So it looks like there's about 5, maybe 6 bases that are going to be attacking that Land Raider, but that thing moved, so we're going to still have to hit it. And that's about it, so we'll round up, full roundup in a second. Okay, so rounding up bottom of turn 2, what happened? Moved forward, tried to immobilize that Land Raider, but no luck. Basically not a single thing got through. Unbelievable, no glances there. These guys here glanced this thing a little bit, but just managed to blow away the Havoc. In the combat, 2 Spiders were forced to go after this. Got a bunch of penetrations, but literally just rolled 1s and 2s, so no luck there. 1 Spider got in here, luckily killed 2 guys. Wraiths killed 2 guys. We lost 1 wound on the Wraiths in return, and one of these Spiders took 3 hits from the Power Fist, and then no 1s were rolled. So it was actually a tied combat. Pretty interesting. These guys went into the Land Raider. Out of 25 attacks, I only got 8 4+ hits. Luckily, I lowered his armor by 5, but I was just able to glance him on a 6. I did 1 glance, blew away a las cannon over there. At least his armor's down to 9 now. I guess that's good for something. And on to turn 3. Okay, a little mid-turn 3 wrap-up, because there's a huge combat starting. Karn the Betrayer and his Berserkers moved in here, charged in. This thing was not immobilized as it crushed over that terrain there. We actually moved it a little bit so we could fit easier. My Mind Shackle Scarabs, though, took command of 2 regular guys. Unfortunately, Karn was spared being controlled, but 2 regular guys are being commanded. And Karn is going to roll his attacks. We're going to see what happens. That will probably determine the game right there. Okay, so rounding up the top of the turn, what happened in the combat? Over here, we actually lost combat because I forgot that Illuminor Szeras gives defensive grenades, so I allowed my opponent to roll all those extra attacks they shouldn't have had, but so be it. One wound got put on my Lord. He took a lot of hits from Karn, but luckily my Invulnerable held for most of them. 4 guys died from the unit, but 3 of them returned afterwards when we rolled our leadership and stuck around. I only managed to kill a few guys. I just whiffed a lot of attacks there, but at least we're sticking it out there. We're making a good fight of it. Over here, another gong show combat. We killed 4 more of these Marines, but they managed to... This guy, again, 3 hits, no misses from the Power Fist, and just wiped out another one of my Spyders. How come I can't roll like that with my heavy weapons? But another gong show over here, so tied combat, whittled me down. One of my Wraiths died as well. And I think that was it. So we've sort of taken the charge from the Berserkers, and we're holding up as best as we can. And we're back in a bit with the bottom of turn 3. Yeah. Okay, so what happened here, this combat over here, we finally ground down these guys. Time's Arrow, I chose to use it on a regular warrior just because the regular Khorne Berserker, because their initiative is lower. I guess it could have been spectacular to try on Karn. However, he made his initiative anyway, so it didn't matter. We eventually cleaved through the unit. They only managed to kill 1 guy, the regular guys. Karn tried to put some wounds in my Lord, but again, my 3+ Invulnerable kept me ticking. My Lord put 1 wound in the Karn. The rest of the guys attacking the unit cleaned out the entire unit. So Karn lost by a lot, but he failed only 1 of his fearless saves, so he's still around with 1 wound. Over here, that guy, again, slaughtered. Got 3 hits, 3 wounds into my final Spider. This guy alone wiped out 3 Spiders. Lucky little bastard. But so be it. These guys killed everyone. We killed 1 more guy. We lost by a lot, but at least we made our fearless saves. 1 of those is down to 1. Over here, we had Scarabs. They double charged. 3 Scarab bases in here. A bunch of Scarab bases in here. Exploded the Land Raider. Land Raider nuked a couple guys out of the combat. Killed some of my guys. Killed one of these bases here as it exploded because he reduced its armor down to, I think, 2 or 3. This thing got exploded as well, I think? Yeah, it exploded as well from those bases because he was immobilized, or he hadn't moved, pardon me. And this didn't kill anybody really over here, but that was it. So we're on to bottom. I think it's my turn. No, it's your turn now, coming up. Yeah, top of turn 4. Okay, so things have turned against the Chaos Space Marines. Karn got controlled by a MindScarab, so he was unable to make any attacks, and then eventually the Catan managed to put the last wound into him. Everything consolidated 6 inches. 6 inches here, 6 inches here. I'm debating separating this guy out with the Catan going in there and just firing rapid fire in there. Ballistic skill 5, let's make use of it for once because of Illuminor Szeras, the proxy there. These guys finally managed to rend that last Power Fist guy. After he wiped out 3 Spiders, they finally got some vengeance and they consolidated a few inches over here. Havoc Launcher fired into here, nuked 4 bases, 8 wounds caused, just like 3 or 4 bases just vaporized right away because one of them was down to 1 wound. Pretty cool there. And that is it. So, these guys finally showed up. I guess that's why there's Terminators on the board. They finally deep-stricken and they ran. And Karn had a personal icon, so hence they didn't scatter. Okay, so what happened? These guys, Ballistic Skill 5, helped fire in all those Terminators, killed 2 of the Terminators. Catan and him moved in. He took control of one of the Mind Shackle Scarabs took control of one of the Power Fist Terminators. But then that Power Fist Terminator died because of Catan, but 4 wounds in the unit. Killed 2 guys instantly. Lord killed 1 more guy before he could go because they were all initiative 1 from their Power Fists. These guys here moved up, only ran 2 inches, couldn't assault. They flew up, but were too far away to assault, so that thing's still there. And it's top of turn 5. Back in a bit. Okay, so that was top of turn 5. Basically, all that's left on the board is these guys. They're in range to try to own that objective, so I've got to deal with that because otherwise it'll be a tie. So they fired into here, blew away one of my Scarab Swarms, one of my Wraiths, lowered another one down to 1. And that's it. So on to bottom of turn 5 for Necrons. We've cleaned up this side of the board, but we have to deal with that or else it'll be a tie. Alright, so really quickly now, bottom of turn 5. This is irrelevant, so the Lord just moved in there, joined the unit. Catan moved out, ran 6 inches, so he's over there. These guys moved over there just to make sure that we're contesting that. These guys moved in there. Actually only managed to wreck the vehicle, despite all the auto hits and stuff. They popped out, and they were not pinned. We're going to see if the game ends. So we can roll it up on a 1 or 2. The game will end. It's bottom of turn 5. See what happens. Yeah, the game ends. Thank you. So it's 1-0 for Necrons. Really good game, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, your army looks really cool, man. Thank you so much.